What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time I'm back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6, episode 10. Let's get off into it. Okay, episode starts out with everybody kind of doing their normal routine. We got Toya, she's with her son. I guess the son and bust his damn head. What is up with these damn kids? Toya, why the boy didn't, when he was riding his bike, why he didn't have on no damn helmet? Yes, black people need to wear their damn helmet too. Okay? Next we got Dr. Jackie. Think they showed Mariah and Aiden. They won't talk about shit, so we're gonna skip over that. We got Dr. Jackie. I noticed she's really good with children. She had like this lady and her daughter, and both of them was being her patient. And I noticed how good she is with the little girl. I also follow Dr. Jackie on Instagram, and I noticed how good she is with kids. She posts a lot of kids on her IG. So my question is now, does Dr. Jackie still want kids? Is she in that place still? Does she want to adopt? I just had that question. Next, we have Dr. Heavenly. She brings Contessa a lot of gifts to help her heal and recover from the mastectomy. And her, new implant surgery that she had as well. And then it was funny that Dr. Heavenly mentions Contessa's new titties, because I was looking at her titties too, like, bitch, what did you have done? They all flatted, look like you would get not something real big, because she is a smaller type of woman, but something maybe like I don't know, what is she, a 34 or something? Maybe something like 36 or something like up in there, 36B or something. Like, them titties is still kind of small, sis. I'm just saying. Okay, so next we got Mariah. She comes in with some black Party City hair, honey, to Simone's house. And Simone mentions that, she doesn't really cook much. She does a lot of order and takeout. And that's fine and understandable because Dr. Simone is so busy. So I ain't gonna really judge her for that, honey. But she did good with heating up Mariah's food, and Mariah was satisfied with that. Next, we have Quad. She comes over to Contessa's house, too. And I noticed that she really looked nice coming in. I was like, wow, I love that outfit. I noticed something with this scene that Toya is the one that brought Contessa onto the show. But yet Contessa is getting closer with the other women more so than Toya. Yes, Toya's behavior has been shitty. It has. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, Contessa has been very dismissive of Toya. And I think that that's why Toya keeps getting agitated with that situation. We will come right back to that, though. So next, Contessa pretty much asks Quad and Heavenly, did they go to Mariah's party? And Heavenly and them, they was like, no, we didn't go. Then Heavenly gets into the whole Mariah having a not a black and white party, a black love party, while Quad is going through a divorce. She just felt like the whole thing was bad timing. Yes, Mariah is shady. Yes. But at the same time, I still feel like they should have went. A lot of people are saying, yeah, Mariah was shady. She shouldn't be doing no black love party right now. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't expect for people to stop living life because of your situation. The whole world does not stop because Quad is going through a divorce. Y'all know how this bitch is. I personally feel like y'all still should have showed up to the motherfucking party and made the most of it and came dressed up in good spirits. Stop letting this bitch get to y'all. I think that's why she do some of the shit that she do, because she already knows it's going to strike a nerve. I didn't find her really being messy, though, with this party. It's something that she wanted, to do. It was fun. Everybody dressed up. I didn't understand why it was so personal. Yes, Quad is going through a divorce. I am sensitive to that, but at the same time, just fucking participate. Okay, so next we got Mariah and Simone, and Mariah is pretty much taken aback that Quad and Heavenly didn't come to the party, and Simone feels that Quad shouldn't come around, period. You know, she shouldn't even be going on a couples trip if she can't even go to the Black Love party. My thing is this: going on the couples trip and going to the Black Love party is two totally different things, though, because at the Black Love party, most people are coming with their spouses. Quad does not have a spouse right now. She's just not in that place. So a part of me does understand why she didn't go. But at the same time, like I said, she still could have fucking participated. I mean, it is what it is, but I wasn't with Simone saying, oh, well, she should, you know, since she don't want to come around and tell us this and tell us that. Let the bitch tell y'all what she need to tell y'all, and then y'all move on. You know, that's how I feel. Don't feel like, oh, well, she need to keep telling y'all her life story about her marriage. You know, as long as she's telling y'all some stuff, then that should suffice. That should be fine. But don't expect her to tell you her life story about her marriage. I felt like Simone was reaching a bit with that. I understood where she was coming from, because I think Simone is just agitated with Quad. But I feel like when it comes to being Quad's friend right now, Heavenly is the one that's playing that the right way. I feel like she's being the most patient with her and Contessa. They're being patient and allowing Quad to have her feelings, because Quad deals with things very differently than the other women. But I still feel at the same time, though, Quad, you need to learn from this, and you also need to share with these women, but you also need to stop putting on airs. Like, stop having that, right now I feel like you're being humbled for everything you went through with Dr. G and him cheating and all of that, and you got to go through it in front of everybody. I mean, that is what's going on in your life. Embrace it. I'm not saying you got to tell them all your business, but at the same motherfucking time, tell they ass something so they don't keep pressing you for more fucking information. Because it's when you don't give them nothing, and when you come around, it feels like all your actions are not matching up. That's what it is. So if she could play that a little bit better, I think they would stay off her ass. But Quad does need to change her ways. She has little girl ways. You need to be a grown woman when you're dealing with these women. That's period. So they show that everybody is packing for the trip, and Damon and Heavenly, they're talking about Quad taking all the furniture out of the house. I guess all this shit came out, you know, in the blogs. And then Damon was pretty much like, he wants for Quad and Greg to, you know, just be together, just work it out. And it's like, Damon, I love you, Damon. I really do. I think you are a nice man with some good mannerisms. I do think you a tad bit misogynistic on the cheating, okay? But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I feel like Damon has this whole, well, let's just stay out of it attitude, which is perfect. It's fine. It's appropriate. But Damon, Quad can't stay with Dr. G. Dr. G is a misogynistic asshole. You can't work shit out with a motherfucker that's cheating and doing and saying, I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. She can't take 10 more years of that, Damon, okay? She can't do it. And I don't want her to do it. Some people need to break up. They need to break up. I am sick of talking about these motherfuckers, but we gotta get through the season. Really briefly, though, with Quad and Dr. G, what Damon needs to understand is they was together for the wrong reasons. I do believe Quad when she said something along the lines of, her husband was worried about her getting into that fight with Lisa Nicole, and her husband was just like, well, no, you cannot film. You're on the show. We're on the show. You know, I need this show. And, you know, he's all into the show, you know, so I think that this show was like a business opportunity for him. I don't know if it was for her. Yes, she is a doctor's wife, so that helps her be on the show. I think they was using each other, but I do believe that was in that marriage. Those were the intentions. Behavior reflects motherfuckers' intentions. So if you ever want to know where a person is coming from in your life, check their behavior. Him making a comment like that where he wasn't even concerned about his wife. He was concerned about her not filming and being on the show because of the Lisa Nicole situation. That right there was a red flag, she said, for her. And it was. So next we got Toya and Eugene. They talk about Quad moving out and how Toya would have never left her house. And Toya, you and Quad are two different women. This woman is with a man that is disrespecting her, cheating on her. Why the fuck should she say? Not say. Why the fuck should she stay? There's no motherfucking reason, bitch, for her to stay. And you know damn well, bitch, you wouldn't take all that shit from Eugene. So I don't even know, you know, why you would say that. I guess she was saying, well, it's my house and fuck that. Like, Quad bossed up, got her own place. I'm happy for Quad. Quad did that shit right. Toya, you shut the fuck up. Okay, so remember, Toya didn't invite Contessa on the trip. Toya had Eugene do it. And so Eugene invited Contessa and her husband on the trip. Toya pretty much feels like if her and Contessa, they don't work out their issues on this trip, they will never really be friends again, if these bitches ever was, because the way they have fell out, you guys, it just makes me suspect of the intentions. Remember, behavior reflects intention. So I'm like looking at Contessa sideways. I'm looking at Toya. I don't really see how they have much in common. Yes, they are both mothers, but it looks like Toya's approach to life is more fun-loving. Contessa is more serious and tomboy, and you know, like, they are total opposites. So I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck they was able to, like, where did their friendship come from in the first motherfucking place is what I'm saying. But I do agree with Toya that they do need to fix their issues, because the shit is getting bad and it gets much worse later, and we're gonna get to it. Okay, honey, so everybody is at the airport looking fabulous. Jackie rolls in a damn wheelchair because she done fucked up her damn foot, leg, lower part of her leg, something. Jackie, you too damn skinny to be doing all this working out. Now, what is you doing, Jackie? You don't do nothing but eat motherfucking salad all day. So what is you working out, sis? Everybody is waiting on Quad. Quad got her ass there, I think, 10 minutes till they was about to get on the damn plane, honey. Quad, you need to work on your tardiness. That is very selfish. It's very disrespectful. Another motherfucker that does that is Candy from the Housewives. Oh, I was busy. And then they showed clips of you, Quad. You kept apologizing. Your apologies don't mean shit, bitch. Your apologies don't mean a motherfucking thing if you go keep doing the same thing over and over. Is that why Dr. G thought he could treat you like that? Because he knows that your words don't mean shit. It's shit like that. And y'all may say, well, Brandy, you being petty because she late. That being late shit is some disrespectful ass shit. I'm telling you. It's so disrespectful after a while. I could see maybe once or maybe twice. But after that, bitch, try to be on time. Show you have respect for people's time. So they all on their little bus, having drinks, drinking alcohol, and then they all of a sudden get to this part where Quad gets to telling them, oh, Eugene had mentioned that Quad is still married. Eugene, shut your fat ass up, nigga. Shut up. Shit. That marriage is over. Y'all need to stop shading that woman. That shit is done. It's a wrap. Anyways, Quad let him and everybody know that she saw Dr. G at a club, the night before? Dancing all up with some woman. The girl was backing her ass all up on that dick. Quad, you wasn't giving a man no cootie cat. Shit. And you did move out the house. I mean, hell, what you expect? I still feel like he's married. You know, you're still married, and I'm sure that was hurtful for her to see, but at the same time, y'all are not in a good place. Y'all had not been having sex. Dr. G, his crazy ass has needs too. I guess he was into getting them met. Quad said if you moved on that quick, that means you was already dealing with that person. I agree, and that shit is very wrong. I'm not at all saying that it's right. I'm just stating that if they did go that long without having sex, which I don't really know what's true or not true, but Dr. G said it was a couple of years had went by, they wasn't having sex really. So I'm not saying it's okay for him to cheat and be doing these extra things, but if you ain't having sex with a motherfucker, what do you think he's gonna do? Okay. But yeah, Dr. G, you was a low down dirty dog in that club, backing that ass up on that girl was backing her ass all up on you, honey. So Quad claimed she was at the club because she had to pick up something for a friend. Quad, that don't even sound right. I hope with this story you are not trying to once again victimize yourself, because you don't really have to do it. We already know you was with a low down dirty nigga. But bitch, your intentions were not right either. You got in this marriage to gain some things too, which is fine. It's okay to want to get some better things out of life, but you can't be married to somebody only. Both of you guys have to genuinely love each other. But I believe he was holding shit over her head, and that's why there are some men that's like that, y'all. They will buy you this, that, and the third just to hold that shit over your head, okay? So be careful when you out there accepting them gifts. But yeah, she was... everybody was kind of looking at her funny and shit, like, bitch, what was y'all doing at the same place? And Toya didn't believe it. She was in her confessional with Eugene talking about yeah, right. One of her friends saw Dr. G there and called her and told her about what they saw. And that sounds more reasonable. Okay, so all the couples arrive. They see their villas they're going to be staying in. Oh, it's just perfection. It's beautiful. Toya, you need to be a damn real estate agent. You need to book vacations. You need to do some shit like that. I'm serious. You have an eye for this type of shit. You did a wonderful job, sis, but let's try to monetize that into a career. That way we're actually busy. We're using our brain. We're not worried about petty shit of somebody not calling you because they had to have surgery or they father's sick. That way your mind could be focused on your career. You see how Dr. Jackie and Simone, they got real careers, and Heavenly, they got hell, even Miss Quad is busy, honey. They're so fucking busy, certain shit, it don't bother them. It bothers you, Toya, because you are at home drinking wine, waiting on the boys to come out of school. I'm just saying, sis. I'm just saying. Okay, so Toya lets everybody know what villa they're going to stay in. And I guess Toya, Eugene, Jackie, and Simone and their men, they're all going to be in one. And then Heavenly, Heavenly, Contessa, and Quad is going to be in one with their men, and then it's going to be Mariah, Simone, and Jackie with Toya and Eugene. I thought she split that up right because her and Contessa don't get along. It's a couple of motherfuckers in the group don't get along. Contessa, Heavenly, and Quad, they all have been bonding. Are you guys kind of surprised at Heavenly and Contessa getting along so much this season? Remember, they were at fucking odds last season, and Contessa, I thought she was gonna try to smack my girl Heavenly. I know that Heavenly would have knocked her the fuck out, Heavenly is my girl, y'all. This episode really made me just re-love my girl Heavenly. It just explains why I love her. I can't wait to get to it, honey. My girl Heavenly is a fool. Toya showed them their villa. My girl Heavenly said, yes, we should get the master suite. I mean, we got the best marriage. It only makes sense. Daddy in the confessional put his motherfucking head down like, honey, how did I get married to you, honey? Heavenly is a fool. But she's right, though. In my opinion, you do got the best thing. Because she was like, ain't nobody else having no sex all like that on this trip. We always have sex. Look, Heavenly always down to have some sex, honey. I don't blame you, honey. Hop on, daddy, honey. Yes. Anyway, she mentioned Quad, and she was like, Quad? What Quad go do in a master? Quad will have sex with herself. All she need is a little room, honey. I said, oh, no, not a little room, Heavenly. Heavenly is a fool. Contessa. Marsha. Y'all remember that from Brady Bunch? Contessa, we were doing good. I was leaning. I'm half and half on this situation with her and Toya because I see where Toya is wrong and I see where Contessa is wrong. Contessa dismisses Toya's feelings. That's a problem for anybody. A lot of y'all may disagree with that, but no one on this planet wants their feelings dismissed, especially by somebody you consider to be a friend. So that's how Toya feels on that. But also, Toya, you cannot make it seem like your party is more important than this woman taking care of her father and taking care of her health. She's just had surgery. So you need to fucking be understanding. They both need to have a meeting of the minds. But Contessa, this is where you had me all fucked up. And this is where you are reaching. Bitch, you got in your motherfucking room and got to telling your husband how your titty hurt and how Toya hit you in the titty and you thought she did that shit on purpose. No, Contessa, it was an accident. It was an accident. Those type of things happen all the time. You see a fly, you see a crab or a bug and you throw your hand out and, like you're scared, and that's typical for a lot of women to do. And see, this lets you know. And then, see, this is the thing, Contessa. You claimed you wasn't even on Toya. Remember, she dismissed her when they was at the table. Oh, you trying to make this shit into this big deal. Contessa, you wouldn't have reached that far if there is a issue with you and Toya's relationship. You refuse to fix it. It's beneath you. Toya is beneath you. That is your attitude. But yet it came out when you began reaching and saying, oh, well, I think she probably did it on purpose. And oh my God, it hurt so bad. No, that girl didn't do that shit on purpose. It happened. Even your husband was trying to reassure you. Look, don't even get to talking and thinking like that. I don't think it was done on purpose. Contessa, this is how I know you reaching. You got the baddest motherfucking kids in reality TV that I've seen thus far. They bad. They all over the fucking place. You allow them to fucking walk on tables. Next, you'll be allowing them bad motherfuckers to walk on your roof. You let them kids get away with murder. Your son, and people may say, well, that was her son. Your son, his big ass head hit you in the titty. You had told them you was, in surgery, had got out, and, you kind of explained. But your kids was beating your ass worse than Toya. So you so mad with Toya, like you were reaching because you really don't like Toya. There was another part in this season, y'all, where she was reaching when it came to Toya, and Heavenly was like, no, it was at that crab thing. Because she got to talking all this shit about Toya. Toya that helped you get on the show, and you got all this shit to talk about her. And I know that you was upset, but I still felt like you shouldn't have said all that shit. But Heavenly was like, no, don't talk about Toya like that. Come on, like, don't go there. Like, even Heavenly was trying to get you to get off of Toya's ass, but you right back on it. But then you claim at that table with Toya, oh, you so over it. Oh, she's reaching. She's making a big deal. No, you're reaching. Because them badass kids, they could do whatever, but yet Toya hit you and it's this big deal, girl, bye. And she didn't hit you on purpose. It was like on accident because she seen what? A crab or something? Like, come on. So she all crying about it. She can't participate. The husband goes stay with her. The husband comes downstairs and pretty much explains to everybody, what happened and what Toya did. And, Toya was like, well, it wasn't done on purpose. She was confused. So they all talking about how Contessa has decided to stay behind because Toya had hit her in the titty. And Heavenly was just telling Toya, well, she kind of think you did it on purpose. Toya immediately breaks down crying, saying, I would never do that to her. Everybody, Eugene, Jackie, Simone, everybody reassures her that we know you're a good person, Toya, and we know you didn't mean to do that. Quad even said that she came to Toya's defense and told Contessa, hey, she didn't do that on purpose. So everybody is in agreement with Toya. Contessa, this is not making you look good. It's not making you look good at all because you look like you're thirsty, you a hater, and you reaching. And those are three things, my dear, that does not look good. Even Simone said for Contessa to even think that Toya would do something like that to her. See, now Simone is looking at your ass different. It just was the wrong cause. Simone recognized that it was a stretch. It was a stretch in judgment. You a little bit too sensitive and emotional about blaming Toya for things. But didn't you say you didn't care and you got better things to do? And see how people lie? So everybody is sitting down, honey, having a meal, having their drinks. Toya wanted to start the trip off with everybody getting their significant other a gift. I'm not going to get off into what everybody got, but everybody was pleased with what they got. And Heavenly even gave Quad something, and I cried because that was what a friend should do, like be supportive in that way. Yes, Quad is full of shit and she plays the victim, but Quad still need a little love too, honey. I was feeling a little bad for Miss Quad, honey, on the trip. I know y'all like, bitch, we don't feel bad for her. Fuck you, Quad. I know how some of y'all feel, but Brandy still got a little soft spot, for folks when they alone and, they going through it. Cause I know how that feels, even though the bitch put herself in the situation. I'm just saying. Cecil and Simone have come a long way, honey. I'm so happy that they didn't divorce, and I'm starting to see the magic back in their relationship. Cecil mentioned that he got a question. They start playing this silly ass game, and he pretty much said that he would get on Instagram and twerk, and he started twerking and shit. I thought it was cute. Look, why was my nasty ass patting him on the ass, look through the TV? I'm sorry, Simone. Damn, your husband, he looked, Cecil is where my mind is, honey. Cecil is handsome as hell to me. Simone, if you don't keep jumping on his motherfucking ass, okay? Keep backing that on Cecil. I like me some Cecil. Cecil, I would like to like it. Quad said he would only get 5 likes, honey, if he twerked on Instagram. That was so funny. Cute scene. So Toya asked Eugene this question. Have you ever thought about stepping outside our marriage? Eugene, no. Eugene, stop lying, nigga. You know you lying. And then Mariah, her messy ass, said, ain't that question. Mariah is so motherfucking funny to me. She gets on my fucking nerves. But that bitch is funny. Pressure wash this motherfucker. That shit is still funny to me. So here go Quad. This is where I got confused with Quad. Quad jumps her ass into it. Well, don't ask Dr. G that question. Quad, we know you're going through a divorce, bitch. You don't have to keep reminding us. You don't have to keep re-victimizing yourself. Toya was kind of looking at her like, of course not. Why are you even bringing him up? And we're talking about this. And like, I'm not even going to go into that. But Quad, you should have kept your mouth shut on that part. So the last part of it is they get off into Dr. G is pretty much telling the blogs that Quad took all the stuff out the house. We all know that she has since moved into a new residence. Mariah ends up saying, well, why do you think he's saying that? You know, just to be messy and petty. And Quad was like, yeah, of course. Okay, so Mariah ends up going on and on to Quad about how, you know, yes, everything that's going on with Dr. G is your business, but people just, you know, they want to hear something from you, you know, and not the blogs. And I understood a little bit where she was coming from with that, because that's kind of what I've been saying. Just give these bitches something. So my girl Heavenly jumped in and said, well, she did do that. She did. She told you what and I agree with Heavenly as well. And I know some people are going to say, well, Mariah was just saying, and this is where Mariah fucked up. I like when Mariah has stated, yeah, just give people something, because I agree with that. And yeah, Heavenly came in and said what she said, but I agree with Heavenly and Damon, because they're really going to touch on the fact that this is her business. She should only share what she feels comfortable with. Quad actually backed it up and said, yeah, I'm not going to be telling y'all all my business, though. I will tell you what I want y'all to know. Completely understand, and I'm in agreement with Heavenly and Damon on that as well. Mariah fucked up with me where she got off into this, well, how you go tell me about Quad, Heavenly? I've been knowing her longer. Bitch, that don't mean nothing. Don't nobody give a fuck about how long you been knowing motherfucking Quad. Bitch, you and Quad are not cool. Are you slow? Are you deaf? Are you blind? Y'all are not close no more. Mariah is one of them people where she will hold it against you for the end of time. If she helped you in any kind of way, she'll always tell people, oh, but I knew her before you. But that shit don't mean nothing. Quad is closer with Heavenly, Mariah, than she is with you. She's not close with you. You're not her friend. You are a castmate on the show, bitch. Know your place. That's where I need you to quit. So her and Heavenly get all riled up. Heavenly starts getting up, you know, getting loud. Mariah what did she throw the damn glass down and what is those glasses called? Flutes or whatever the fuck they is. She only had a part of it in her hand, like she's gonna do something to Heavenly. Heavenly was like, let that bitch go. That bitch ain't that crazy. You know, so they going back and forth. The husbands, Damon and Aiden, get into it. He was like, hey man, you better get your wife. And then Mariah was like, no, you better get your motherfucking wife in. So they going back and forth. Jackie and Simone trying to handle Heavenly and shit. She threatening to come Mariah way. Mariah said, bitch, come on in. Very entertaining, very funny, very unnecessary, but it is what it is. But I feel like Mariah kind of needs to, when it comes to Quad, she needs to be the last one talking. Because out of everybody, you know, you and that bitch are not cool like that, okay? So, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Heavenly jumped in, and yes, but her and Quad are closer, so it makes sense. And like I said, she is the one that's handling Quad the best. Her and Contessa, they're being patient. They are allowed, and yes, Quad is full of shit. I'm not saying that she isn't, but there is a way to handle people when they're going through things, even when they are not acting in the way that you would act. There's still a higher way to deal with people. So Mariah needs to shut the fuck up with all this. Oh, well, I've been knowing her, and that shit don't matter, sis. It don't matter. It matters about what's going on now. Okay? So that was the end of that, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And I will be coming right back at you very soon. Peace out, y'all.